What's up, everyone? It's Hey John. I jabber opportunities nonstop, and today I will be talking about the rise of natural gas and the impacts it will have on cryptocurrency, and of course, I'll be covering Shiba Inu in the charts later on. Let's get to it. Natural gas is currently at about 560 at this time of the recording here. Why is this significant? It's because we are moving towards a greener future, a alternative energy, solar, and those wind, that sort of thing here, hydropower, right? So that being said there, the question is, are we moving too soon and too hard onto green energies and the old fossil fuels are being left behind? Well, because we are moving too soon and too fast into the green energy space, we don't have enough fossil fuels to cover our ongoing current demand, and therefore we are seeing spiking in prices due to surge demand. Could that be the one scenario here? The second scenario, or could it be the fact that we are seeing a shift in the energy paradigm? And what does that mean? Well, that means that we're seeing fewer and fewer fossil fuels being mined, earth, and we're seeing companies putting less money into their capital expenditures to find more fossil fuels. So what does this mean here? This means that, well, we are going to see increased prices because these companies like Chevron, 76, ConocoPhillips, etc. here, right? Well, they are no longer putting as much energy to find more energy. They're investing their money into green energy alternatives. And when they do that, the current demand is still here, but the green energy is here. So by default, we're going to see energy discrepancies. And could this have a huge impact on cryptocurrency where we have proof of mining here? Well, I would say yes in the long term, but for now, this energy crisis is a short-term thing. It is due to the increased temperatures, the colder winters, the hotter summers. So for now, it's going to be a wash in terms of impact. But long term, though, if this continues on for many years, then yes, I would say cryptocurrency will definitely be affected. Now we're seeing Europeans right now. They are getting impacted by the increasing energy costs. At first, it was only trickling towards the industry where they manufacture stuff, right? But now it's trickling down into actual consumers like you and I, but of course in Europe though. So even they are paying higher electricity costs. And of course, their electricity costs have spiked 5 or 6x. So that's quite a bit of a jump right there. And you have to ask, well, what's going to happen to Europeans? One, they pay for it and they eat the cost. Two, they cannot afford to pay for it and they may get cut off. Or three, the politicians will attack the companies for not investing enough money into finding more energy. But of course, at the same time, these institutions like the government, etc. here are mandating more green energy alternatives, and so is cryptocurrency. We are moving towards a more carbon neutral society here, so the truth is, who's really to blame? All of us are, right? Because we vote for these politicians, of course, and then they implement policies that we quote unquote want. Of course, some of us do, some of us don't. So it just depends on where you stand, and that's okay either which way. So let me know in a comment down below, what do you think is going to happen in terms of cryptocurrency, the impact it will have with all this energy crisis happening right now. So, Shiba Inu. What is going on with Shiba Inu? Well, let me tell you what's going on with Shiba Inu, okay? They are rocking and rolling, and we are consolidating currently, and I will, of course, cover the charts as well. The reason for the move in Shiba Inu is because we're seeing a whale that has bought 6.2 trillion Shiba Inu coins. We are seeing rumors of Robinhood possibly listing Shiba Inu. We are seeing coins being slowly burned through processes of minting NFTs, and that's coming soon, I believe in the next week or so. So we're seeing a lot of good news for Shiba Inu come out right now. So this is an exciting time. And of course, if you've been in Shiba Inu for a while now, 5-6 months now, I'm not too sure exactly when, but it's been a minute though. Well, you are currently in the green, And I always say to you folks, there is no shame in taking gains, okay? Be prudent with your money. But of course, I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing, and I'm not doing a dang thing. I'm holding on to my Shiba Inu coins, just like I hold on to my Bitcoins, Ethereum, and Doge. I hold on to everything. I don't sell anything right now because I believe cryptocurrency is still in the infancy stage. And I personally believe in the long term, we're going to see much higher gains. Yes, you can sell for peanuts now and do what you want to do with it. That's fine. But for me, this is my fun money, and I'm hodling long term because I want to get that moon money. I want to get the Lambo money. So, of course, I could go bust and make 0 too, right? But I'm inclined to believe that won't be happening. So, with that being said, let's get to the charts. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the Shiba Inu charts. Yesterday, I did a live stream, and you can see the charts here with all my supports and resistance. Let's go ahead and extend it out to see what's going on, all right? So this happened yesterday in a live stream where you can see this blue box over here. I'm going to extend it over here, and you can see it's still holding true here, right? You can see that we're still using it as a, wait a second, here we go. You can still see us using it as a support / resistance, okay? So the consolidation zone was around 2680 up to about 29. Of course, I'm not saying on the zeros, but you get the idea though. And then from here, yesterday, where you see consolidation, we saw a bounce up, a break through it, right? And now we're seeing it get rejected off of 34.74. And I've told you folks before, on many occasions, yesterday and today and the day before yesterday, that 34.74 is going to be your long-term strong resistance, and we've seen it tap it literally 1, 2, 3 times now. We have tapped the 34.74 resistance 3 times, and we got rejected every single time, okay? So the first time we saw a nice bounce back, and then we saw a lower high, and it got rejected towards the 29 to 26 consolidation zone. And then we bounced back during the nighttime when we were all asleep in America. Of course, everyone else was trading still, the Chinese, the Europeans, etc. And now we're seeing at the market open today, 5 to about 6 a.m., PST time, that was kind of the top again, and then another rejection. But I would say this is due in part to the fact that Bitcoin is seeing some rejection right now, and that's okay, folks. It's okay to see some rejection here because the reason why is that this has moved over 370% in literally 8 or 9 days. Let's go ahead and zoom out into a different perspective here so we get a better idea of what's going on. Let me show you guys on the hourly chart so it's a little more consolidated so you can see a little easier here. So check it out. So Shiba Inu has moved up 409% in 8 days. That is literally crazy. In 8 days, 409%. So if you see a pullback, that's okay, folks. Because before, as I said in a previous live stream, I said that from 18 to about 31.78, this is going to be your no man's land here. So if we go sideways and trade in between 18 to 31.78, that's okay because this means that in the future, we're going to see a new support and resistance zone, okay? Because over here, in the past, all the way in the beginning of time, we saw Shiba Inu just crater down and go right down past us real quick. But now we're actually having some time to consolidate here. And this is a very good thing. It may get boring for some folks, but this is a very good thing. Because you want Shiba Inu to have some time to consolidate at a higher price. And that's okay. I don't expect to go to 0.1 in a day or anything like that. So I'm not going to be delusional, folks. It's okay. I can wait. And so should you. But if you want to take profits, go ahead. I say there's no shame in taking profits. You can sell around here and probably buy lower. That's okay. You can do that. You can try a ton of markets. But for me, it's way easier to just hodl and wait onto it and buy a few dips here and there. Because in my opinion, in long term, you will make so much more money and you'll have a much more relaxed time trading Shiba Inu or any cryptocurrency in general, or stocks or equities, assets in general here. So in my opinion, that's the way to go. But of course, some folks like to day trade. Hey, by all means, day trade and pay the government some taxes. I'm all for that too, because we need money to support the infrastructure bill. So do your part. day trade and pay those taxes. It's one of those things, right? You gotta pay your taxes. There's no way around that, right? Death and taxes, no way to avoid that. So on the hourly chart here, we're seeing a pretty strong sell here, right? 27 trillion at 7 a.m. October 7, 2021 here. In that 1 hour, we saw 27 trillion Shiba coins being sold and bought at the same time here. So we're seeing a pretty significant dump here. But the thing is that I call it a dump, but what this really is, I would say it's profit taking. And think about this. A few days ago, we were trading around, literally, we were praying to any god that we believe in that we could break 967, right? Once we did that, we moved up literally 3.5x. So with that being said though, even if Shiba Inu comes back to 1798 at the support here and it hovers around there, to me, that is still a significant gain, because this means that you are still trading at 100% higher than you were 8 days ago. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with us consolidating at 1798. I think that's a great place to consolidate, because then we are building stepping stones for higher highs and higher lows in the future. Okay? We need time to develop these charts here. We've literally just been here for about a week or 8 days now. And we've been up here at the all-time highs for an even shorter amount of time. So folks, be patient, okay? If you can be patient, take your profits and invest into what you want, or treat yourself, okay? There's no problem with that. And I'll say it again, there's no shame in taking games. But for me, what I'm doing, I'm huddling and I'm waiting for the markets to go higher, because next year and the years to come, it's going to go that much higher. And I have time and patience, folks. So it's your boy, Hey John. If you're a new viewer, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And most importantly, have a nice day. And I will catch you all on the next one.